up, everybody? It's your boy Emceemur here, back with another video. Time for another fantabulous new game review. That's right, another game coming to us by way of our friends at NIS America. And this is not just any game. This game is one of my 4 most anticipated releases of the year, alright? And, you know, I don't just hand that out lightly. I mean, normally I'm so excited for so many games every year. Only 4 I'm really anticipating this year. This is one of them, and we're talking about none other than Disgaea 6 Defiance of Destiny for your Nintendo Switch, coming real soon. Real soon, and that's why we got to talk about it, right? We got to take a look at this thing, and I want to thank our friends at NIS America for getting us a review copy of this game to take a look at right here on the Emceemur Show. Now, you know, if you watch the show, I love Disgaea, right? I love tactics RPGs, and nobody does that genre like Disgaea. Always knocks it out of the park. So what are we getting in the 6th installment? What could this possibly be? I mean, technically it's not the 6th installment. There's Disgaeas all over the place. So it just further begs the question, what could they have done with this? What will be new? What will have remained? What will this do as a whole? I'm so excited to take a look at it. I mean, this is just heavy-duty stuff. You know it's going to be in some way, shape, or form. You got to take a look at it with me right now. Come on. So, Disgaea 6, huh? Here we go. Playing as Zed, an overconfident, snarky zombie and his undead pug Cerberus, on a quest to defeat a god of destruction, no matter how many super reincarnations it takes. At a glance, I'm already taking note of a somewhat different art style, a removal of dark outlines, and kind of a rough sketch look to all the units on screen. I don't really like this better than the way it was, but overall, we still have great visuals here. In the environments, in the cutscenes, and in the special attack and magic animations. So I'm going to attempt to let the new look grow on me. This is Disgaea through and through, so we're practically guaranteed to like this game, but that said, it's a lot of the same stuff again, which I want, and it gives you options to skip all the tutorials, which is phenomenal. I can't tell you how important that is. The veterans of the franchise, man, they're going to want to get right into the action, right? And that said, that's the perspective my review is going to come from. If you are new to Disgaea, goodness knows we've reviewed quite a few installments in this franchise, and I'll include a link here to one of those reviews, but I want to look at this game assuming most of you already know the basics of what to expect here. The character models in the cutscenes are as good as ever, and you'll enjoy the usual hilarious dialogue all throughout. Disgaea games are never in short supply in that department. The controls feel wonky at first. I can't get the cursor to the desired square without constantly overshooting it. This doesn't feel as smooth as the other Disgaea games, and you have to take a separate step and make each unit face their desired target to then be able to attack them, instead of just selecting attack and the unit automatically facing the selected target. This sounds nitpicky, but consider having to hold a button and then do this with the D-pad for every character turn for the entire game. It feels so weird, but naturally, I'm getting used to it the more I play. I mean, I actually threw in Disgaea 1 and played a stage just to compare the dead weight of the flows and the looks, and it was night and day. I mean, this just doesn't handle as fluidly. As I'm opening things up in the main area, I'm of course setting my sights on the item world, for obvious reasons, and the quest shop, which rewards you with loot and things like additional character classes to create. As usual, there's no shortage of things to do. Depth alone makes any Disgaea game great, and additions are welcome, but some of the changes, I just gotta wonder how big that's gonna go over with the Disgaea veterans out there. Maybe they're ready for change? I don't know. The hospital isn't even for healing anymore, it's for awarding prizes for achievements in combat. Even after being killed in battle, characters are fully restored after each encounter, automatically. This also shockingly includes exploded printies. I mean, what is happening here? The item world is full of surprises as usual. Always my favorite thing to explore in these games. I mean, I'm 3 levels in and I'm already offered a mystery room, which ended up being a netherworld bank, which I ended up robbing cash from twice. And upon pushing my luck a 3rd time, I was met with an army of demonic forces the likes of which you can't imagine. God, you can't help but love this, right? There are so many things you've got to stay on top of and remember to do, like claiming rewards for your demerits. The super reincarnation thing is more confusing than it is anything else. I see little advantage to it early on, as you need adequate mana to reincarnate at decent levels, and right now I'm trying to make sure I grind that out in every possible area. I'm reading a lot of forum banter too, about, what it is and what it isn't, and it suggests again that the fans of the franchise are going to be divided on how they feel about some of the changes for this game. A lot of the changes and additions feel like this game may be expected to cater to newcomers. I don't know, any changes are highly experimental at this point if you ask me, alongside this being a Nintendo Switch exclusive in the States, also technically a first for the franchise. It's important to take a step back from the overwhelming complexity at times and remind yourself that this is a Disgaea game, okay? It really just has to be an at your own pace experience and must be played your way, and that's just fine. You're not finishing this in 40 hours. You just aren't. So relax and just do stuff. Like bust up through 10 floors of an item in the item world. Explore the zany mystery rooms, and take on the final bosses. Head on over to the juice bar and mix a cocktail to boost your weapon proficiencies and stats. So many ways to round out your characters. Redeem your completed quests for rewards, also unlocking new available character types. Hit the Dark Assembly and make those characters, because you're gonna need all the help you can get. And you're going to need extras to whom you can sub out work, like Item World Research. Squad up some troops and let them roll up their sleeves while you continue main questing, because you can't spend your whole life in the item world. We got a story to progress, right? It's a lot, and we want a lot. Disgaea 6 Defiance of Destiny launches on June 29th on Nintendo Switch and is available in the Unrelenting Edition, which, as always with NIS releases, includes fun extras. You're getting a digital soundtrack and a mini art book packed in with your day one copy, and that certainly sweetens the deal. So get your pre-orders in right now. So there you have it, Disgaea 6. Defiance of Destiny. It's not Defiance. It's not Destiny. It's Disgaea. Defiance of Destiny. Yeah, so there was a few things that I was having trouble getting used to, and I tell you, the more you grind, it just becomes so mechanical, and you start getting used to it. But it's still touchy in places that I wish it wasn't. And there are some changes, that could arguably be for the good. I mean, it's got to do something new at this point, right? Because there's been so many Disgaea games throughout the franchise. At this point, you're looking for it to do some new things, and you got to wonder what those things are going to be. So it's going to take some time for some of those things to grow on me. I imagine that some of you out there in the Disgaea fan base will probably feel the same way, and it's going to take some time to grow into its place in the Disgaea universe, because it very much does its own thing in certain places. It's a whole new set of characters. We got a new story, that same great dialogue we always look forward to. There's a lot that it does right, and at the end of the day, it's a Disgaea game, right? There's so much to do in it. There's no way you can possibly dislike the game. It's just tactics, RPG, nightmares into dreams. It's so complicated, yet it's just so phenomenal in that, what's going to keep you busy like a Disgaea game? We're talking about hours upon hours, up into the hundreds, and, replay value forevermore, because there's always so much more to do on these things. So I look forward to getting through all the rest of this, and I look forward to hearing what you all think about what you saw here today. Disgaea 6 is coming your way on your Nintendo Switch on June 29th, so get your pre-orders in. A couple different ways you can go about that. As we talked about, there will be links to where you can secure your copy in the description of this video as always. But yeah, get your pre-orders in. Loving what I'm seeing. I want to know what you think about what you're seeing. I hope that you're going to leave me something in the comment section of this video letting me know what you think about what you saw here today, because you know that I love getting a conversation going with you right here on the Emceemur Show, something that we do a lot of. I hope that you liked this video. I hope you're going to drop a like on this video. Most importantly, if you've not already done so, I hope you're going to subscribe to the Emceemur Show and be a part of our nation, because we're rising up all the fantastic things we do right here on the show. You need to be a part of it. Make sure that you smash that notification bell so you're always the first to know when new content goes live. Content like this great review right here. I want to thank once again our friends at NIS America for giving us a shot at taking a look at this game. And man, I just think there's a lot more to look forward to. We've just barely scratched the surface here. Big game, big fun, big action coming your way. And again, there's more things coming your way on the show. We got other reviews coming this year. I'm not going to allude to you what those are yet. I've just told you we got a few really anticipated releases for this year, and this was one of them. So great to take a look at it. This really is a big deal. New Disgaea. Can't take that lightly. Emceemur signing off for this fantabulous review, and I will see each and every one of you again next time.